kanjalo. Hi, Dumelang. It's Monday. The last Monday of the 7th month. Yes. We are fully into the second half of the year. So yo. As we go into the final hurdle, into the race of 2025, the final hurdle, we just want to like put petrol and feed the serotonin hanyane fela. We feed it by doing testimonies and making sure, hi coach, to just give motivation. You know, we are from winter. Winter is a classroom on its own, because hi coach.
Good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Hi, good, and you? Oh,
Hi, yeah, winter is wintering, but what shall we do?
yeah, I have, in my recent journey, transformation, personally I've learned to love winter and to see its relevance in our lives, because we do need a season where we take things slow, we reflect, we do inner work, because when we see these trees with fallen leaves, with no leaves, looking like there's no life, there is a lot of life that is happening underneath.
Inside,
A lot of work.
yeah.
For me, one of the most amazing plants that I have is the mint, leaves, the tree that I have. You won't see anything. You will not see anything. But then the next thing, in a few weeks, you see a branch, coming up somewhere far from the where you have planted it, and it's like, wow. So it means there was work happening at underground with these mint leaves. Are one of those leaves, that trees that actually expand. It expands underneath. So a lot of work is happening underneath with these leaves, and we think, hi, it's winter, it's dead. The same as my African potato, when it's off season, you might even consider removing it, to say, I want to remove this African potato because it means it's dead. But no, it's not dead. It's just that also it's not its season. It's not its season. When it's its season, it comes up, it blooms, it's beautiful, and it's like, yo, I almost destroyed my tree. Hi, Sis D. So, yeah, there's lots of lessons from plants.
From plants.
Lots of lessons. So, yeah, winter is like that. It's a time where a lot of inner work happens and we become restless because all of a sudden the sun sets early. We are stuck with one another.
And it's not only with the plants, hey, it's also with the animals
Mm,
because there's animals that you will not even see in winter
yes,
at all,
yes,
at all, at
yeah,
all, like at all. Like you will wonder, are they
yeah.
here? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True.
So,
The birds,
yeah.
they run away, and
Mm,
then and that's why we think that the turning around of, the way the system turned things around.
mm,
Because what this season simply means is that the earth is far is moved, the sun is actually far away from the earth. So, but at the end of winter, which is the 16th of June, in fact, the
mm,
sun starts coming back to the south. And we start seeing lighter, you see change, even though it's not that so clear unless you are observant. So, in fact, from March, then in June, and that's why the people that talk about nature,
mm,
they don't consider these seasons or even the dates the way that they are said in the calendar, because in fact a change, transformation of the sun in
mm.
relation to the earth has already started happening in June.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and the funny part is that we learned these things when we were in school, like
Mm,
with geography about the
yeah,
sun and the,
yeah,
but then we only thinking, ah, it's for nature only. It doesn't apply to me as a person, as a human being. And if these things are created by God, we are all God's creation, then how am I exempted from that? Because for me as well, winter is a season of rest and renewal.
yeah.
A lot of things, there a lot of activities, you slow down on certain things. You slow
True,
down on the traveling, you slow down maybe on the socializing. You are more on your own. You
true.
are more, reserving your energy on your own,
Uh-huh.
because also for some of us, we don't like going to visit because like ba tlo ha tsela ke siye dikobo tsaka,
Mm,
you know and we just take it to, wa bata ke rata ho tjhaka. Kanti it's an opportunity which you are given to also spend time with yourself.
true.
Yeah,
Very true. Very
yeah.
true. And that's why we prepare for that winter in autumn, not in winter.
Nope.
The reason why there's this abundance of fruits and vegetables in
Mm,
autumn, it's so that we can gather enough energy,
mm,
collect as much energy as
if
possible.
possible.
Why winter is coming. So
Mm,
there already. And now I
mm-hmm.
can utilize that energy. So
Exactly.
yeah, I've really begun to appreciate winter. and what it brings. I
Yep.
love it. Love it now. I can safely say I love it. It has many, many lessons.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
So
very
yeah, Gogo is not here today, unfortunately, guys. Those that love Gogo. Today she's not here. She is traveling, but she is definitely with us in spirit. We are actually doing King Drive with me. We are doing Drive with me, Leada, because I'm sure she's listening wherever she is. So we thought, okay, uh, let's not, waste this day and just say, hi, Gogo is not here. Because when it comes to health and wellness, health promotion, it's endless, eh? It's so endless. There's so many topics, so many topics. I mean, this morning I was listening to somebody talking about the brain, and it's such a fascinating topic, which I hope we will talk about one of these days on our lives. So today we said let's talk testimonies, guys. Let's talk testimonies because for me, my drive has been that verse in Revelations that is saying there are only two ways we defeat the enemy: by the blood of the lamb, and by the power of our testimonies. So
Amen.
when we keep quiet about what the Lord has done for us, we are actually we are expanding the dark kingdom. It's not doing any good for God's kingdom. So New Start, we've been preaching about New Start, New Start, New Start, New Start. And maybe it's as we were talking about reflection, as we end winter, it's only befitting to do that reflection and to say what was the reflection with regard to New Start. What have I learned? What are the some of the testimonies that we are getting out there? And I must say, a lot of people criticize young people and say, these young people, they don't want to do anything, they are not interested in anything. As people working with young people, surprise, surprise, in fact, majority of them that have, we have been in contact with, they have taken up New Start and are running with it, running with it, running with it, running with it. Students, especially because that's who we work with, they have actually taken up New Start and they are excited about it. Every time when I talk to them, individual or in a group, it's Mom Rainy, I'm still doing my New Start. The first thing when they talk is, I'm still doing my New Start and it's working for me. I'm struggling here, and then we just patch up there. So it's exciting to see that young people are starting to, take up their health very serious. It's very encouraging because what you do now about your health determines your tomorrow. It
Exactly.
certainly determines your tomorrow. So
Yeah.
it's very good to invest, to put insurance on your health right now, where when you still don't have to worry about it, or there are not major things that you need to do. So that's what I love about New Start in young people.
Yes. And even the elderly people, for me, because yeah, I'm blessed to have both in my world. The older generation, the more mature, and then the younger ones, how they how they also can relate, because in their, older people are fortunate in the sense that when they were growing up, these things were actually in abundance, and they were not taking it. They were like thinking also like us, whereby they were thinking, the parents, the bad, why should I do this, why should I, a simple thing that I remember. I remember when I was growing up, my grandmother, no matter how she would be having pains and aches the whole night, but believe you me, summer and winter, 5 o'clock, her windows are open,
Yeah.
and she's up and singing and praying and
Yeah.
going on and waking you up to say to you, Manaka, you can rest. And I didn't get that. But now you see why she was doing it and the benefits of it now. Bona, they would even tell you, "Ngwanana, a tjhabelwe ke letsatsi ka?" And then you would be bound out of respect. We did it out of respect, or okay, I must be an obedient child, let me wake up. But now you understood, you had to catch those first rays of the sun, you have to catch that fresh breeze that is not yet polluted. All of rivers se black ka polichi ka mangwena. Whatever to put on those knees. So at that point we didn't get it, but now that we get it, what we are trying to step between the two generations. So honestly, I know it's doing wonders, I tell you. And I kid you not, guys, there are even people that sometimes we're in my line of work. You get to people where you, even when you are talking to them or when you are seated and listening to whatever challenges they are going through, you can only ask God to help you to help them, because at times it gets very tough, it gets close to home. Sometimes it gets very tough. You don't even know, you just are guided by the Holy Spirit to say, okay, maybe we should take this route. But for me, New Start has been working wonderfully for all my clients. Even if I always say to people, what we do is not a one size fits all. Sometimes you are not able to get all the 8 pills every day, but the idea is to do something every day until you get your own rhythm.
Yeah. True.
Until you get your own rhythm. Me, I can easily skip going outside the yard to go for a walk. I can easily skip that. I have a big yard. I can do my runs and my walk in the yard. I can do them inside the house. If it's really cold, I will not want to go outside, and I will do it inside the house. Those stretches, those little push-ups, and to get to my at least I have put a minimum of 4,000 steps a day for myself. If I exceeded that in a day, I'm good. There must be movement. Those little steady steps that you are making should make a difference, and it needs to come from within. It shouldn't be something that is forced or something that we use as a precautionary measure. When my knee is sore or my ankle is painful, it's then that I'm going to do grounding. Let grounding be my daily thing. Once a day, let it be. let it be in my to-do list,
Yeah, and exercise does not mean you don't
Yeah.
put on turkeys. Yes, I mean for me, because I stay alone most of the day, so I'll get crazy if I don't do this. So that's why whether it's raining or it's sunshine or it's whatever, I have to go to the street. But
Mm,
not everybody, must go out to the street.
yeah.
My grandmother didn't go out to the street, but they chose. There is research on this. The
Yeah.
house chores, doing housework, waking up, sweeping in the house, outside.
Mhm.
That is exercise. That
Yes.
is exercise. And because Fridays I don't go out, I actually do my exercise in the house.
Mm,
Easily you reach 3,000 steps
yeah.
just in the house doing housework. You reach 3,000 steps easily.
Mm,
So some people, and that's why we say find what works for you and what you will sustain as well.
yeah.
What you will not something that you will do.
Sustainability
Yeah. I mean, I mean, the other day
and consistency.
I was talking to my mother-in-law about that, and this is an 84-year-old woman. And she was saying, no, 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 with me every day, I sweep my house, I sweep
Mm,
even outside. It's a must. That has to happen. It
yeah.
doesn't matter how I feel. And that
Mm,
is her exercise. That's her
yeah.
exercise. And house chores are the additional to it. They do exactly what exercise does. They are also good for mental health
Mm-hmm.
because you are doing spring cleaning, whatever. If you are doing washing, you are
Yeah.
actually decluttering your mind. You are decluttering your mind, and you are getting your serotonin and oxytocin in. You and that's why some people will be surprised. Oh, after cleaning, I feel better. Why am
Yeah.
I not tired? Why do I feel so motivated? Yes, because house chores also are part of exercise. Um so new start and whatever works for you.
Mm, yeah.
Because we're not the same, we differ as people. So
Even even the
and
even the
I
times that we have are different.
yeah, yeah,
Some people will say, but I don't have time. I do a 9 to 5 and whatnot and whatnot. On your 9 to 5, there are breaks. People
mm,
who smoke are very religious on their smoke breaks.
yeah,
So why not also when they go for their smoke break, you go for a walk around the block.
yeah.
By the time you knock off, you have done you even exceeded the 3,000 minimum steps.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And even lunch.
yeah.
There's tea time.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes. 15, it's
That's
not
it.
a lot. Just
Yeah,
15 minutes. Even when you get home, guys,
yeah.
we have endless time for TV, for gadgets, whatever
Mm-hmm.
kind of gadget. We have time for that. Can't
Yeah.
we take 15 minutes of that for self-care, to be sane, to be
Mm-hmm.
sane?
Yeah, like even it's the same as if you on the new start, there's a last T that is trust. What are you trusting? What are you believing in? And I noticed something now after we did what after we did our fasting prayer, the overnight, the all night one, you know, it's so funny that, because I set my alarm for the times of prayer for that particular day, it's still going off, right? So that me taking the 5 minutes, so I take it as my break, that 5 minutes to talk to the creator. You
Exactly.
know, yeah, it's just 5 minutes and I'm good. And it feels so good.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
the biggest thing is to start,
that's.
guys. Start with something. Just
Mm-hmm.
start with something,
Yes, is
and
the.
you will be given grace. You know,
Yes.
you will be given grace to add
Mm,
and to add. For me, I remember when I turned 40, I always tell people, and everyone who has turned 40. When you turn 40, it's feedback. I call it feedback. I promise you, it's feedback. You start having things that whenever they're in your 30s and in your 20s, all of a sudden, you know, and we have made it a norm. Hore, yo, Manuele, yo, you know, now my joints are painful. The biggest one is actually the musculoskeletal. It's the biggest one. Esengiqala. Then others will come, biggie. So now for me, because yeah, I think I fall under, I have the strong woman syndrome. So sickness for me is a sign of weakness. I must admit, it's a sign of weakness. So
You
I
have
was
what?
like,
I love
no,
that.
no, I was like, not me having to complain with my knees, and it's especially the knees. How all of a sudden my knees are painful. I gone. And I started examining my life. Now, se ke starte ke kopa le ngwana ho mpalamela. I can't even like get on a chair to get whatever that I want.
Give me water, give me this, give me that. I have to stand up and do it for myself. So if I can listen to that body, and sometimes it's lying, it's just lazy. I call it that. I tell it, you are being lazy, stand up. And the
Exactly.
procrastination. That
Yeah.
is the biggest thing, because you will
Yeah.
be saying, I'll do it tomorrow. I still have time. I'll
Yeah.
do it at that time.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's stealing the time that you could have, used to get to what needed to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. And a
Yeah.
part of it also, what contributes most from my 20s to those 40s.
Mm.
I mean, when I was 26, I bought a car. So I stopped working. Uh, and then in my early 30s, I started doing office work. So most of the time, not even in my 30s, 30s, when I closed my 30s, because I was working at the clinic, most of the time we are sitting, we are consulting clients.
Mm.
So for more than 10 years of that time, I was doing sedentary work. I was sitting,
Mm.
screen, if not screenwriting. So most of the day I am sitting. I'm
Yeah.
not even working.
Mm.
Then after work, I get into a car. I'm driving.
Mm.
So there's no new start plan. There's no exercise plan. When I get home, I'm tired, get into bed, I shower, I get into bed, I eat, I sleep. That's the routine. So during that time, the musculoskeletal system is suffering, is suffering. Um, we um we have to have children as well. We
No.
breastfeed. Pregnancy on its own, it's taxing on our bodies. And after pregnancy, we don't restore, we don't renew, we just take it. They are going into, because breast milk doesn't compromise. It doesn't compromise. It wants to give this child everything that they need. So the body has to produce all of these things. If it doesn't have, it must go get them from the storage. So all of these things, they contribute. Some people had pregnancies, delivery, where they get injected at the back, and there's no proper education to say this is what you need to do post-op, after delivery. So a lot of women who had this, they don't do cesarean section, but they do Caesar, but they don't do full anesthesia. They only do spinal anesthesia. Then people end up with back. Immediately they would stand up and start working. Guys, if even in the Bible is prescribed, even in the Bible is prescribed maternity leave for so that's why you see. And of course, immediately after delivery, you might be fine because you're still young and all of that. Years later, it comes back.
It comes back to bite you in the
Yes,
butt.
it comes back. And lots of women, so in their 40s, 40 plus, they have back problems. They struggle with backache because they didn't take care of the back after delivery. We lift things. Beijing
Yeah, because remember, you were not able to do the spring cleaning of your house when you were now in your last trimester and everything. Now the baby is here, and you see people are not doing things the way you want them to do. Or sometimes you find that you don't have nobody. You are a nursing mother, and you have nobody to be helping you. Like those first 10 days, at least you don't have somebody to be helping you, at least. And then now you find yourself having to, as if somebody will die if you don't do it.
That's the thing. This is the, that used to be my favorite word. I have no choice. But even that, to say I have no choice is making a choice. Even that,
No.
So
because if honestly, if the baby is fine, the family has something to eat, other people can sort out the rest of the things.
Exactly.
We need to honestly, yes, we understand that some we women, the who in us want to be the super women. We want to be the Wonder Woman and do things. We are only human, and at the end of the day, we can only take so much. Our bodies can only take so much. I had my kids very early, and believe it or not, now there are things that I see and patterns, and that I feel, if I didn't do 1, 2, and 3 at that time, I wouldn't be having this challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
So unfortunately, I cannot sing R. Kelly's song. If I could turn back the hands of time. We are here now.
We
I
are
need
here
to
now. We
we
are
are
here
here
now.
now. So what do I do
Exactly.
now? What do
Yeah.
I do now? And how do I do it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I don't want the drugs. My son was having a toothache, a very bad one. And he puts grandpa in it. I didn't see that, and I go and I say, "What is happening?" Hey, the toothache, the toothache. You know how many I get? And I took some cloves. I boiled. I boiled them. Literally boiled 3 in a cup, and I say, "Go and rinse your mouth with this." And after rinsing, you're going to chew that. Yo, it's bitter. I say, "You're going to chew it," and he chewed it, and he fell asleep. He slept like a baby until tomorrow morning.
Exactly.
And also as the people, sometimes we don't believe in things that are here, that are all natural. We need to go to the doctor and get the opinion. They
Yeah.
just called me, no, 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 no. As I'm about to go to the live. No, they went to the doctor. Now the doctor said the teeth is on top of the other. I say I had the same tooth, and I made a mistake of. At that time, I didn't know better, and they extracted all my teeth. I don't have teeth here at the back on both sides. And now they are saying no, he has to go. Tomorrow he's going to hospital, a whole hospital, to go and extract those teeth.
Mm.
Say, oh well, you know what? I've done my part. If you feel that will make you feel better, but I wish you can make a different decision. You've seen how the natural things helped you, but the thing is that you want quick solutions, you want the instant solutions, you want something to be done here and now. And I was saying, he has a sweet tooth, guys. That boy has the sweet tooth, like that's where the problem is. I say, even if you feel the pain, you are still continuing with your sugar.
It's
So
this it's the same challenge.
yeah,
But
so
yeah.
yeah, so at the end of the day, like we are saying, every person is different. All our journeys are different. Sometimes it will take the longer route. Some will take the shorter route to say, okay, I'm following New Start to the T. There are going to be days where we default,
Yeah.
and there will be days where you get tired. That's when you find your arms to hold your hands up.
Yeah. So it's very, you know, yeah. Now for me, I'm grateful to have. Yeah, it's never too late to know about something, because at times you have to be ready to
Mm.
hear the message,
Mhm.
because a message can be preached to you as much as people
Yeah.
can make noise and whatever, but if you don't want to hear, you don't want to hear. So
Mhm.
as a 54-year-old woman who has a very full desk, and
Mm.
to say I have a youngster blood pressure, you know,
Mhm.
it makes me to be so proud, to feel so
Mm.
proud. Yes, there's lots of things that I had to repair.
Yeah.
One being even hormonal imbalance, because like I said, with my uh, 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 post-op and even postpartum, after delivering, I
Mm.
never even took care, to repair and to restore, to say, hey, my body went through a lot.
A lot,
So
yeah.
uh and then many years after that,
You did them
it's
Bogoto
I
tendencies.
yeah, I have to go back and repair that. And by grace, I mean, I was telling Gogo the other day, and even my daughter, to say why I'm on your case about repairing your hormones. It's because
Mm.
we, in our family, we had that thing that, we have dysmenorrhea,
Mm-hmm.
painful periods. It, your grandmother had it, your mother had it, you have it, my daughter has it.
Yeah.
It's in the family.
And it's like we are even glorifying it, like
Yeah,
we are,
yeah.
oh bona, it is in your genes. What?
Glorifying it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we are
Exactly.
we are glorifying it because
Yeah.
once you start doing the work of repairing those in hormonal imbalance, you will bona go scot free.
Guys, here is the practical story. I started menstruating when I was in grade 6, what is called standard 4.
That for
I started, was it even standard 4? No. I was doing my, yeah, let's no, I think it was standard 3. It was grade 5. Because I remember I liked sitting, my desk mates would always be boys. So now when I started menstruating, when I'm on my periods, I would not want to sit with that boy, because I was told if they touch you, you will be pregnant. So when I'm menstruating, I would not want to sit with them. Me, that's how stupid I was, guys. Very, very not streetwise. So, so imagine from grade 5 up
mm,
to 54 years right now, where I am. 54 years.
mm,
Having period pains every month without fail. And mine are these where people would say you would even vomit, you feel nausea.
mm,
I had heavy bleeding. I had, like, there would be times where after school I would run home. I would run home just to go and get into a bath.
mm,
Just get into a bath so that I can feel better.
mm,
Mind you, I was a nurse's child, so I was not drinking your normal pain tablets. I was not
mm.
drinking your Panado. I was drinking high level, high level. Strong ones for all these years. All these years.
And then you became
Um,
a nurse yourself.
Exactly. And then I became a nurse myself. I continued with that. I know for 2 days, every period, I'm going to be taking these pain tablets. And mind you, that also extended where to my
Yeah.
daughter, to say, that's how we live. Every month we must get used to that. And until this year, where I said, I need to do something about this thing,
Mm,
knowing what we are doing now with the herbs, because we are saying The body can heal itself if we give it the required, the appropriate nutrients that it requires. So it and all research for functional medicine is saying that guys, your fibroids, your painful periods, because I even had cysts, ovarian cysts at some stage. All of these things are pointing to hormonal imbalance. They all point to that. So, but the pain of that thing is excruciating, guys. That's why I said when I was pregnant, I said I'm not gonna have normal labor. I've already been having labor pains all my life, so I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So that's how painful it is. That thing is painful, guys. Like you have no idea. But this year I said I need to have a testimony about this thing, and I did that. For the first time, the past 3 months, for the first time, guys, from grade 5 to 54 years, for the first time, I have not taken any pain medication. Any. I just see where, blood stain. Oh, okay. It has come. That has never happened. Never happened. So for the first time, I'm not taking any pain tablets. I don't even have to worry that, oh my goodness, it's that time. Hormonal imbalance. And it's not only my testimony. Luckily, the young girls in my circle, we have actually told them about the balancing of hormones, and they did it. For them, they didn't even need to do it for longer time, because for me, I had to do it for longer time. I mean, this is more than 40 years. This is more than 40 years that this has been happening. So I'm restoring something and repairing something that has been happening for years. So for them, they only have to take one dose, even sometimes 2 doses, and then they are fine. They are fine of those 30 tablets. So it's possible, guys. It's possible. It's doable. We just need to make sure we balance our hormones, and these hormones gets restored. The body is now able to generate its own, because there was that imbalance. And sometimes, yes, I made it worse by even taking contraceptives, which was worse. Now, I messed my hormones even worse with contraceptives, because with us and our history, gynecology in my family, we shouldn't be taking contraceptives at all. It's not for us. So yeah, it worked for me, and I'm a happy person, guys. I'm a happy person. I don't have mood swings. There's no such a thing as mood swings. You are happy, you are upset, you are like a weather. It's no longer there. My hormones are getting restored. Reparation is happening. And with these pills, you don't have to take them for the rest of your life. You don't have to. Your body will now be able to generate its own its own hormones the way it's supposed to. The bonus for me even this month was that I did not even have that heavy bleeding. It was a surprise because I was scared. I was going to a funeral, and for me it was like, oh my goodness, how am I gonna, and where we were going, oh, there's no flashing system. I was so scared. I was so worried. But I was so surprised that even the flow was not so heavy because, like, yo, now, guys, I'm one of those people who have the history of telling the torture of menstruating every month. Yeah, I'm one of them where you have this heavy bleeding. At times, you'll just see blood flowing through your feet, and you are wondering, Maro, what is happening? But I remember one time I even went to a doctor, and the doctor said I had a miscarriage, and it wasn't, it was just menstruation. That's how heavy it was, with clots, even. So I belong to that gang ke mna.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when talking about that, I'm taken also aback when I started, because we grew up in the same household, and for me it was, even I wouldn't even want to go to school, the way the pain would
Yeah,
be. And
I
then my
mean,
grandmother started with the London bottles. I remember it so well. There was one particular one that she would make you drink
yeah.
with warm water.
Mm.
And it was bitter, but I endured it, I think, for a few months. And after that, I never had that problem, because I was like, I don't want this pain. I loved school. I'm a socialite. So now having to stay at home because I couldn't cope. In class, I would be sitting there, and I would even not want to stand up, and everybody
Hey.
knowing me that I'm a social butterfly. I'm always up in people's faces in class and wanting to go to the chalkboard and write.
Yeah.
And at that time of the month, it will be like, yeah, it's that. They'll even know it's that time of the month. Sit there,
I
sit,
tell
give
you.
others a chance. So for me, at that time, it happened that by grace, the Lennon bottles worked for me, and I was good. After that, I didn't have the problems. And shortly, when I started getting into my wisdom years, I went to the clinic. I started using contraceptives, which didn't work out well for me, because I still got pregnant while I was on contraceptives. So and I never skipped it. So, like we are saying, everybody is different. Even with our herbs, it's the same thing. There's somebody who will take women's delight for 1 month and they are good. There
Yeah.
is somebody who will take maximum, it's 3 months, and they are good. But the youngsters as well in my my circle, they are also scared, right? They don't want the pain anymore, so they stay on women delight. They say, we don't want any mistake. And much as you are saying, but you are fine now, so why are you still taking it? As I'm sticking to
Yo.
this. They
I
rather,
mean,
they my daughter was saying she rather stay on that than having pain, and then having taking to take pain medication. And plus, she hates medicine.
yeah, and if a person decides to stay on it, it's now about maintenance because
Because, yeah,
we don't eat food that helps our body generate its own minerals and vitamins and all of those things. So it's understandable. But honestly, for me, I was like, yo, where have you been, Woman's Delight? Where
Yeah.
have you been
And do you
all
see,
my life?
do you see again, it comes to back, what your testimony now comes back to, we are preaching this. Are we doing it? Are we
Yeah,
practicing what we are preaching? We have
yes,
been helping people with their who were struggling with the hormonal imbalance and that dysmenorrhea. We know that Women Delight is helping them, but
yeah,
it came to you. You were not even using it and not thinking about it at that time. You were focused on helping the others, forgetting to help yourself
yourself.
until
Yeah,
until it dawned to you and got to where you took a conscious decision to say, "Oh, done, done."
exactly.
Yes, is the if one is taking contraceptives. No, no, Women's Delight. Here's the thing about Women's Delight. If you are on contraceptives, we are saying don't even bother. You are going to be off contraceptives because this cleanses, it restores, it balances, it does everything. So you have to find other ways of prevention if you are still engaging.
Hmm. Yeah, let me explain it medically.
Yeah.
Remember, contraceptives, they either suppress production of estrogen or production of progesterone. That's why even with pills, they would say progesterone only pill or estrogen only pill. Even with the injections, it's the same. They suppress your female dominating hormone, the progesterone or the estrogen, so that they create that imbalance in the reproductive system, so that whenever the either there should be no egg that is produced, or I mean that not produce, the egg is always there, the egg that gets ready for contraception, or they block the sperm, they create a blockage so that the membrane, there's no passage of the sperm to meet with the egg. So it depends on the different kinds of contraceptives. So if you are on contraceptives, they create that hormonal imbalance. So Woman's Delight brings in hormonal balance. So Kamenzomang, it works contra to
Contraceptive.
that's why yeah, they are called contraceptives. So they are against conception. So Woman's Delight is for conception because it balances the hormones. So once you are off them and you want to get your balance, your hormones back to balance, then yes, you can actually take them. Take Woman's Delight. So if you are a breastfeeding mother and if you are on contraceptives, no, they are not for you, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, women out there, my age and younger, Coach Mpusen's age and younger, guys, you don't need to be suffering. And I think this is one of the things that causes us to even hate menstruation, which is such a beautiful thing, such a beautiful, beautiful gift given to us. I wish we could love that process. So because it's amazing. It's really, really amazing. So yes, when you are having those pains, you are going through torture, you just don't like it. You just don't like it. So you only get to appreciate it when you get to my age, to say, please don't leave, please don't leave, because this helps with my hormonal balance. Yeah, so do yourself a favor. You don't have to go through this pain every month. You really don't have to.
And I want to also, before I forget, before you pass the sorry, Sister Rain, for people like me who has had a hysterectomy that were now put on hormonal therapy, balance, whatever medication. I never used that, guys. Believe you me, I used those pills for 3 months and I flushed them down the toilet because I was the most miserable human being you can ever get when I was taking those medication. Plus, I was taking antidepressants at the same time. So
Which
it was
was a no-no.
massive. I was a
Which
one
was a
girl.
no-no. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was
totally.
taking, yeah, you see, I was taking my 21 Smarties plus those 3 hormonal Tony that they gave me. And it was a total of 24 pills every day that I had to take. And my throat was also saying no. On the other hand, I was like always miserable. And I never actually sat and thought about it until recently. Like, you know, in winter, like we are saying, it's also time to do self-reflections and
Okay,
everything.
16.
We time where you're doing self, you know, you are having self introspection, and I was like, here, you know, God, I didn't know what I was doing, but I'm thankful I decided to stop all those things that I was taking, because they were doing actually more harm than good.
Yeah.
And the myth that I wouldn't have feelings. So they said if I'm not taking hormonal balance, and I wouldn't, yeah, I'm not dating right now, but I'm very, 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 very normal. Very, 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 very normal. My hormones are very, very, very balanced, and I'm not taking anything, anything. And I had a similar case of somebody who has had a hysterectomy, who was like, yo, these pills are making me otherwise, that they are giving her. Then I said, okay, take Women's Delight. Let's see, let's go the Women's Delight way and see how you would feel. But I think the husband came again to come and take 2 more packets of Women's Delight. Said, I have never had such peace in my house.
Yeah.
Because now he even sees the difference about this Woman Delight and the person stopping to take the drug. So,
My
yeah.
homework to anyone who is on any kind of treatment, my homework is, guys, go. Whenever you are giving treatment, they give you the name at least. We are Google people, so Google that name. If it's not in its original container, because the original container has a pamphlet, then read the pamphlet, read the side effects, because they're only gonna tell you about what this does, but read the side effects and make a decision as to whether do I want to deal with this side effect. If not, at the doctor when they are giving you, or at the clinic when they are giving you this, ask them, "Hori guys, what are the side effects of this thing that you are giving me?" You know, so that I know, and I make the decision whether I want to deal with that or not.
Yeah.
And the whole physiology of how this thing is gonna work in my body, because we've seen with the lives that Gogo called to serve has been doing. Everything is connected. Everything is
Yes,
connected.
definitely.
The balance of my hormones is very much connected to my the gastrointestinal system, my gut health. It's connected to my brain health. It's connected to my muscular health, my bones, the health of my bones, because
Exactly.
the unhealthy cells equals to unhealthy body, and transporting of oxygen and all of those things. So everything is connected. Nothing is in isolation. In
No.
fact, earlier when you were talking about geography, and how even the system has designed these subjects to make them as if they are in isolation, they are not related. These things are related,
Limited.
guys. They are so related.
Mm-hmm.
um that's why even when we talk about mental health, we have one body, uh, and that body cannot be separated from our other beings. It's very much connected
One.
to my soul. It's connected to my spirit. It's three in one. So I can't talk about mental health without talking about the body,
Body.
without talking about the spirit. I can't talk about spiritual health without talking about the body and the soul. So
No.
even with taking treatment, check this treatment is good, and it's always better to not treat the symptom. Don't ever, never
Yes.
ever treat the
Yes.
symptom.
We treat
The
the cause.
symptom is your body's way of telling you that excruciating pain that I used to have for so many years. It was my body saying, "Do something, Mutom Dim. Do something." Every month it was saying, "You still haven't done anything." And
Yeah.
what I would do, I would mask the symptoms by taking the drugs. I would mask
And
those
the
symptoms.
sad part also about masking the symptoms and taking even more drugs, it's where the ulcers also comes from.
Of course, of
And
course. I
where
ended up
the
having the ulcers now.
and then for me it was penicillin appendix.
Mm,
I had appendix because of that.
yeah, because
That
mokotla
even
wa
wrapped,
tlala.
yeah, that
Mokotla wa
even
tlala.
my appendix ruptured, guys. Ne? My first operation was the appendectomy with
Yeah.
a ruptured appendix. And at that time, we used to hear or be told that if the appendix rupture, you die. So me, I'm a cat with 9 lives. Yes. So sometimes we do things thinking it is the correct thing, or we are counter acting whatever is
Yeah.
happening. Kanti, we are causing even further damage and
Mm,
more harm than good.
more harm than good.
So
Exactly.
sometimes it's also important, do your own research.
Do your own. Do
Don't
your
just
own.
listen to what we are saying. We are all techno savvy these days. It's not even a question of it. We have robots that can give us answers within seconds, and we have the Google. We also have the people who have walked the walk. Ask
Yeah.
the questions. Ask the questions. Fortunately, I would like to believe that my generation, we are more open to having conversations than the generation before us. I would like to believe that, and not only conversations but honest conversations.
Mm.
You
Oh.
you heard what Sister Rainy said. She said that she wouldn't sit next to a boy when she was having her menstruational time because she was told that if a boy touches you, you're gonna get pregnant.
Yeah. And I believed it. I
And
believed
she
it.
believed it, until later in life. So right now, even a 10-year-old will tell you the kids no longer come in flare machines, ne? They know how children come. My grandson said, "O tlo mo raya hore ha ka tla ngwano, ke tlo o raya mpa tse."
So yeah, it's never too late to start.
Yeah.
It's really
No.
never too late to start, and I mean, even with the ulcers, because of course, whatever that you are doing, and there's this doctor this morning was talking about this to say we should stop fixing today's problem with something that is gonna cause us problems in the future. And that's exactly what I did. I was trying to deal with the pain, the immediate pain, excruciating pain I was feeling at
Yeah.
that time. But then I was not actually asking myself, 10 years from now, what's gonna happen? And Vrachta Sovar, when the pills, the damage of the pills. Yes, I also used to be a grandpa person. I used to be a grandpa person. Yo, ke tshwerwe ke hlooho. Yo, grandpa guy. Nurse as I am, educated, having gone through training. And many of us nurses, we do parento, grandpa, we do it. Then the emotional issue as well, the anger, all of those things. How do you cope? Imagine the acid that is there, the toxicity that is there. So yes, I ended up having those peptic ulcers. Heavy, being told you'll have to be on treatment for 2 years on this prescribed medication. And that's where I put a stop to say this is not gonna be my life, because I've seen it, I know about it, I lived it, I grew up with it. The minute you start with one, you're gonna end up with 10. So it was the turning point to say, now you need to do something about your life. You really need to do something. And of course, between 40 and 50, I don't want to lie, I was not doing that much of a change. I didn't do drastic, radical change. Only when I got to 50, I became very, very serious now about my health and the new start to say, because also my motivation was no longer even my health. It was to say, hey, now you need to increase on your trust. And when I increased on my trust, all these things were benefits. They became benefits from that, were adding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're not perfect, guys. We're not perfect, but the beauty of it is we are work in progress.
Yep. We are
Right
clay
now,
in the potter's hands.
yeah, yeah, and certain things they leave you. Whatever they just leave you. I was thinking about you right now that you used to have this heavy nose bleeding, heavy nose bleeding, like yadi emer. And
Yeah.
right now, we've even forgotten about it. Yore, kana, you once had this problem.
Yeah.
So when you start, taking care of your health and being serious, certain things they just fall away. I mean, now for now, guys, ho ipalamela stool is an achievement. Ho kgona ho inama, it's
Yeah.
an achievement. Ho koba mangwele a ka right now, it's an achievement. Small things. I celebrate small. I don't celebrate big things. Or man, I can still wash my own windows. I can actually climb up and do the climbing for me, because also kiboy. Kiboy nna mogwaka. So to be able to do my own climbing, honestly, it's an achievement for me.
It's true.
Really, it's an achievement.
Very true.
So it's not the big things that I celebrate. I used to not be able to cut my own
Toenails.
toenails. It was a struggle to climb the stairs. Just climbing the stairs, because I stay in a house that has stairs. So when I get up, tshwanetse ke di bale hore itse keng,
O setse tse kae?
ke ge moya. So no, wow, 1 2 3 ka. So I celebrate those small little things to say, wow, I enjoy this. I now go to the mountain, do
Yep.
my walk there. It's an achievement to be able to do that, because I remember the first time I did that, I could not. Like, it was so hard. It was like, can this torture be over? So, those small little things, but to wake up without pain, but so many people wake up and it's itchu, yo. I don't have that. I do not have that, and I pray for grace that I should not really. I should not, because it's hard. It's hard.
Yes.
And what we are saying to
The
you
thing
guys,
there's the very thing of when you go into sleep, you go into sleep with the worry in your head, am I going to wake up?
yeah,
And just having to go into bed, for me, going to bed and just falling asleep without any worry,
wait,
it's a huge thing. It's a really
because
huge.
for you that was a big one. Actually,
Yeah,
it was
I
a
would
big one.
even be afraid. What they term insomnia. For me, it wasn't even insomnia. It was the fear of not wanting to sleep, because it would be, if I close my eyes and they don't open, then what?
Mm,
Then what? My kids,
mm,
I'm not sleeping. I rather stay awake. So they
yeah.
had to force me to sleep with drugs.
Mm, mm, exactly.
So yeah, certain things, honestly, we need to be grateful, and like we are saying, not everything, not this is not a one size fits all. What works for me might not work for you. We might be sisters, we might like certain things similarly, but that there's where we do not see things the same way and do things the same way. I
Yeah.
do my new start my way, you do it your way, and at the end of the day, it's about us starting the journey and supporting each other on the journey. Because
Yeah.
sometimes other people get tired, uh, feel that I can't do this on my own. We are here to support you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we would want to be supported on our own journeys of healing. And
Exactly.
not healing for other people or anybody else, but healing for yourself.
For yourself. For
Yeah.
yourself. So yeah, at 54 right now, there's so much repair I need to do. Repair
Mm.
of my musculoskeletal, my liver, my gut. So it's work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. But the beauty of it is I'm doing it the natural way. It's
Yep.
happening the natural way, God's way, because that's hi.
That's
Hi,
true.
welcome. That
Hi,
that's
Afam.
that's
Bakibaki.
God's
Dinta.
way. That's
Mm.
God's way to heal naturally. And
Mm.
this morning, not this morning, I've been thinking about this, and finally, this morning, it actually became consolidated to say
Mm.
our next fasting is gonna be a health fasting prayer. We
Mm.
are doing a health and wellness fasting prayer. It's gonna be for 5 days. 5 days.
Mm.
Amazing things are gonna happen because um, when we stop eating, in fact, this thing that people are now talking about, stem cells, busy with stem cells, you can generate your own stem cells and kickstart your own healing. So we're going to do that. I'm very excited about it, very very excited. um it's gonna be one of those groundbreaking fasting prayers,
Mm.
to even test ourselves, in saying, let's not even have solid food for 5 days and see what happens. So
Mm.
I'm very excited about it. Yeah, that's gonna be next. We will see. I'm thinking it's gonna be when we full on kickstart spring, um, so that Leona we can spring and glow. Plus ke di-birthday tsa batho ba bang ka nako eo. So yeah, it's gonna be
As
exciting.
long
I'm
as it's
looking
done
forward
before
to
my
it.
birthdays, I'm good.
Of course, why would we mess up with that? Kanjani, kanjani.
As long as it's done before my birthday, no, nobody messes with my birthday.
September is going to be a very busy month, even
Yeah.
August. So these 2 months are gonna be very busy, and in
Mm.
between the busyness, we gotta re-energize our health as well. So if you are interested, be
Look
on
out.
the thing, be on the lookout. We're gonna do that somewhere in spring. Yeah, we must get the go ahead. We might have plans, but
Yeah.
the upper man decides. He decides. So
Yeah.
it's but for me, I'm very excited about it because this is a way to show people that it's doable, it's possible. These things are doable, and you can help your body to heal itself, to restore, and we will learn a lot about what is God's way, about our health. So there's still so much to say, but yeah, of course, with the little that we have said, we hope the seed is planted. The seed is our purpose is just to plant the seed and then to take it from there. It's been exciting. Welcome, Coach. Welcome back. Yeah. Yo, the candle was even finishing now. In essence, samazo.
You know, the funny part is that it was actually so befitting that you did the series with Gogo. And thank you so much. You did a sterling job. No, I'm seeing the views on YouTube, so I'm super excited actually. I am actually very, very happy that you were running with this and doing it with Gogo, because you and her, when it comes to, I must give that to both of you, that when it comes to spirituality and health, bona le tsamaya loss jwalo ka le matheka a masesane le mabedi, ai le tsamaela loss, because I think I you know, honestly, we all have our strong points and our weak points that we can turn to our strong points. So for me, when it comes to spirituality, it's not my strong point, and I know that. I am still growing when it comes to that.
The lies
But-
she tells. The
Eh,
lies
but-
she tells.
But I am, and medical, you know, you have your way of explaining things in medical terms, but in human level, you know, you come to our level. Us who didn't do biology at school and physical science, you make it so easy to understand. In simple terms, you are still serving in your purpose, in your calling, and that is, you know, you just flow. You just flow like water. You just flow. So this series has been totally amazing. You know, like, it's like if I had it, it's like you can do a video of the summary, and we just put it on YouTube or on our social media platforms of the whole series. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you very much. I'm actually glad that you, yeah. But okay, Crazy V Mesh is back.
You are welcome back. We missed you. It's been long.
I know. I'm going back to Free State. I'm going to stay there permanently. I'm leaving Gauteng here.
I feel you.
Yeah. I'm relocating, so I will be traveling between provinces. See me here, see me there.
I feel you. Free State is home again. Now I don't. It's home again. Honestly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no. My
Yeah.
daughter-in-law was like, "Why are you leaving it? It's like we are chasing you away. You will leave later." Yeah. So, you know, it was just a postponement day after day, and I woke up Saturday morning and said, "I'm done. I'm going. I miss my bed."
Yeah. No, it's also good when people love your presence, because
Yes.
sometimes people can't wait for you to
For you
leave.
to go.
It's like, oh, what's am I earning?
They're
So
asking
it's
themselves,
good.
"Oh, hamba nini?"
Yeah, it shows that fruits of the spirit are flowing in you. Fruits of the spirit. Love, joy, kindness, gentleness, patience, self-control, all of that, it's in you. So that's
Yes.
why they want a piece of you. Le rona re ba- they must know we were lost without you. They must just know that. Especially me. Especially me.
No, but I missed you too. Ish, you know.
Yeah,
My
but yeah, I'm
my
happy for
grandmother,
them. Shame.
my
I'm very
grandmother
happy.
used to say, "Ho jono ka etsahalo re hahe meqoqwane e mehlano."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm happy for them. We've been selfish with you, lies aside. So Luena, you deserve this. You earned this. You needed to do this, and I'm very, very happy for you. Very happy. So guys, we'll see you. We should do a live. I'm sure Coach is coming back with lots and lots of mofau. So we will hear. We will do a live somewhere. So yeah, be on the lookout. Be on
And
the
you know
lookout.
my crazy me. Last night I don't know what was happening, and I was actually about to do a live, and I looked at the time. It was 9:30, and I'm like,
Nah.
people are gonna think she started with her
Yeah.
craziness. I
Yeah.
said, I restrained myself and say, Numbi, sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All good, all good. July is ending. We are going to August. Kgwedi ya ho cleaner, ke ya ho cleaner, e cleaner. Ya cleaner jwale, ya cleaner e lokisetsa ho springa. So
Re fetola
we'll
mobu.
see. We'll see. Yeah, re fetola mobu jwale, re fetola
Re
mobu ra
fetola
lokisa.
mobu.
Ra lokisa.
I'm very also actually excited about next month's series on my Monday health promotions and stuff. So
Hmm.
I'm actually excited. So I'm looking forward. I might do 4 lives every week.
Every
So
week.
we will
Okay.
just see. We will just see how it goes. We will
Yeah.
just see. Yeah.
All right.
Like you said, we might have plans, but God is the only one who orders
Yeah. Yeah.
our footsteps. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you,
But
guys.
thank you very much, guys. Love you,
Yeah.
love
Thank
you.
you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. The live will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. And if you want to book, there is a link always to book for our free services on anything, whether it's mental health, whether it's your physical health, whether it's your spiritual health. Contact us. Let's talk. Let's get the balance. I
Mm-hmm.
carry Uncle T. Ari. Life is all about the balance. So let's get the balance. The balance. All right.
Balance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.